this video is more of a lecture, and what I want to do here really is to show you guys some tips you can use to increase the results you get from your Facebook ads. And I have this structure here to help me explain what I want to show you in this video. And what I have here is like the system you have whenever you run a new Facebook ad campaign. And here you have your campaign or campaigns if you have multiple campaigns advertising the same offer. And at the campaign level, this is where you get to select your campaign objective, what you want to achieve with the ad, and maybe your budget. And like that's the major thing you do, except you want to run split tests and all of those stuff. So you have the campaign, and then under each campaign you have ad sets, right? And one campaign basically can have as many ad sets as your budget can carry. So you have all of these ad sets here, and at the ad set level is where you get to pick who you want to target with your ad, their age range, their demographics, their interests, their behavior, and all those stuff that you get to do when setting up your ad set. Then we have another part of your campaign again, that's of your marketing on Facebook, which are your ads, and this really what people get to see, okay? And this has your copy and your visual, whether you are using a video or you are using an image to advertise whatever it is you're advertising. And then you have the conversion location. The CL here means conversion location, and this is where you want people to end up after taking the action you want on your ad. So if you want sales, for instance, maybe on your website, if you want them to become your leads, maybe on your landing page, or if you are running an in-Facebook lead generation ad, maybe when they submit all their details to become your lead on Facebook. But basically, this is like the final result you want to achieve. Now, this is what you have whenever you run ads on Facebook. And usually, you see a lot of people obsess over their campaign. They are constantly asking like, which objective should I use? Should I go for traffic, sales, lead generation? How much should I spend daily? How much should I spend on the lifetime of the campaign? People also obsess over what they have on their ad set, like who they are targeting, the location, their age range. They are constantly worrying about, is my targeting right? Okay, am I or I got the targeting wrong, or should I change the age range? Should I go for broad targeting? Should I go for detailed targeting? And all of those things that people are most times worrying about. But one of the most important parts of your ad that people are not really paying attention to, and it's really costing them a lot, and which is like the major reason why they are not getting the kind of results they desire from their ad, is because the ad itself, that's what people see, the people you are targeting, the people you are spending money to reach, what they are seeing is not really moving them to take the action you want on your conversion location, which could be your landing page, your website, your online store, wherever it is. And you know, if you look at this structure very well, you see that your ad, that's your write-up or your copy, and your visual is the link between all of these setups you have at the back end. That's all the things you've entered on your campaign, all the things you've entered at the asset level. It's the link, the ad is the link between all this back end setup and the conversion you are looking for, like the result you are looking for. Okay, now a lot of people spend most of their time trying to fix their campaigns, budgeting and all those stuff, trying to fix their ad set, but they spend little or no time trying to get their ads right. So they expect that once they have the right budget, they are targeting the right people in the right location, they automatically think that will actually lead to the result they want. But getting this right, like all those mechanical stuff, you know, you can just enter any budget you want, you can target whoever you want. That does not require too much effort. The most important part and the most ignored part especially are the ads. And you discover that people are showing their ads like they are targeting the right people. You know that these people who are seeing your ads are the people who really need whatever it is you are selling. But those people are not taking action because what you have on your ad is not moving them to take the action you want. And this is one secret that has really helped me maximize the results I get whenever I run ads, because I spend enough time trying to make sure that what I have, my copy and my visual, is strong enough to move people to take the action that I want. So I hope you got all of these illustrations, and what I want to do in this video basically is to show you tips you can use to really optimize your ad itself. That's what people are seeing that will get them to take the action you want. Anybody can enter any targeting option, anybody can enter any age range, anybody can target any interest, all of those stuff. All those things are very easy to do, but not everybody is really paying attention to what they are showing people. So people are seeing their ads, they are burning money, but yet people are not taking the action they really desire. So as much as how much you are spending, who you are targeting, and all those stuffs at the back end, they are also very important, but that business is between you and Facebook. Now, the business between you and your target audience is at the ad level. What you are telling them in your write-up, what you are telling them in your video, what you are telling them on your design, and that's what is really going to decide if they will continue in your process and take the action you want, maybe buy your product, become your lead, or whatever it is you want them to do. And if what you have here, if what they can see does not convince them to take the action you want, then everything you've set up at the back end here is literally a waste, because Facebook will keep showing them this ad, but they are not going to take the action you want. And as Facebook is showing them your ad, you keep losing your money, but you will not get results. So I want to show you just 2 tips in this video that will help you really maximize what you are showing people, what people see whenever you set up your ads. Because all of these stuff that you have here, who you are targeting, how much you are spending, people don't see all of those stuff, and they don't really care. They don't want to see all of that. What they see is what you have on the ad, and that's what will decide whether they are going to take the action you want. And that does not mean you should ignore getting your budgeting right, getting your objective right, getting your targeting right. All those stuff are very, very important as well. But there are a lot of teachings around how much you spend on ad, who you should target, how to come up with targeting strategies. There are a lot of teachings about that already, and people are constantly learning all these stuffs, but not a lot of people are really getting results from their ad. And what I want to do is to focus on how you can optimize the ad itself to give you the best result, because it's like the link between the back end, all those setup you have, and the result you are going to get. So let me just share these tips with you guys, and I believe it's going to help you create better Facebook ads. Now, the first tip I have for you is optimizing the first paragraph of your ad visual, and your call to action description. Now, all of this put together is known as your ad creative. That's your write-up or your copy, the visual you're using, whether it's a video or just a flyer design, and your call to action description. You want to really spend enough time on these 3 stuffs: the first paragraph of your ad, the visual, and then the CTA description. Now, why is it very important that you optimize the first paragraph, the visual, and the call to action description? It's simply because this is what everybody sees. This is what people see. Anybody you are targeting with your ad, anybody Facebook is going to show your ad to, this is what they are going to see first. Not the long write-up you have, not your landing page, not your urgency, not your offer. The first paragraph, your call to action description, and your visual, that's what they are going to see first. And what you basically want to do is to optimize these 3 parts to get people to click the see more button, and that's where they'll get to read all the copywriting tactics you've put together when writing your copy. Okay, and if these 3 guys cannot convince them to click this see more button where they get to read everything you have to say, then you really cannot get them to take the action you want. So that's the first tip I want you to take note of. And there are several ways you can use to achieve that, but the basic principle is you want to ensure that the first paragraph, that's the first paragraph of your write-up, and your visual and your call to action description is attention grabbing. And the way you can really achieve that is by making sure that what you have on your first paragraph, and what you have on your visual, and what you have on your call to action description is something that interests the people you are targeting. Now, this is not a copywriting video where I get to teach you all of those stuffs about copywriting, how to craft headlines, and all those things. I just want you to get the principle and how you can apply them in your subsequent ad. And here's how to really hack it. Just ask yourself, what's the one statement you can make that will get everybody who is interested in what you're advertising to stop scrolling and really want to read everything you have? And there are several ways to do that. You can ask a question that relates to that particular audience. Let's say if you are targeting people interested in buying real estate, you can start by asking a very striking question that those people will be interested in. So for example, you can start by saying, do you know that the price of houses in Lagos will go up by 10 times in the next 2 years? Right? So you want to ask questions, attention grabbing questions that will get people who are interested in whatever it is you're advertising to want to really check the facts and basically want to learn more about what you have to say. So you can ask a striking question, you can make a statement of fact. There are dozens of ways you can achieve that. There are dozens of ways you can get people to stop scrolling and make them want to read what you have as a whole. And that's where it starts from. you getting them to pay attention to your ad is the first step towards you achieving your desired campaign objective. And once you can get them to stop scrolling, click the see more button, or stay on to watch the video you have, if you have very good copy and you have a very good offer, then your chances of converting those people is higher. So that's the first tip. Always optimize the first paragraph. Pay a lot of attention to the first paragraph, the visual, and the call to action description. And what I have here, you can see that from this ad, what people are going to see first is just the first paragraph. That's the first 2 lines here. And they are not going to see anything else that I have there until they click the see more button. But they are not going to click the see more button if the first 2 lines does not interest them, if the image I have here does not interest them, if the call to action description that I have here does not interest them. Same for this. This is an in-video ad, and you can see that the only thing people can see as well is just the first paragraph, which is the first 2 lines here, and then the learn more button, and then the image I'm using for this ad. And except they click see more, there's no way they will know whatever it is I am advertising or know what the action I want them to take is. Same for this part. You can see that the only thing they can see here is the first paragraph and my visual. So this is like one of the most important steps, and there's the first step towards you achieving whatever it is you want to achieve. Getting them to stop, give you the attention, and click see more or click learn more, and then get to find out more details about what you are offering. If you can do that, you will definitely increase the conversion rate of your ad. So what you want to do basically is to make sure the first part is like the best part. Okay, most people when writing their ad, they reserve the best statement, the best facts, all the best stuff about their ad till the later part, but the first part is the best part. Because if you can get them to break from all of those distractions on Facebook and give you the attention, then like you've gotten 50% of the job done. So that's the first tip. The second thing I want to talk about is the length of your ad copy. Now, there's no rule as to whether you should write super long ads or short ads or whatever. What you basically want to do is to make sure that your ad copy is as long as will move them to take the action you want. And what I do is, if I'm trying to sell a product on Facebook, so I just want to take them from Facebook to the payment page, usually my copy is very long, and that's because I want to give people all the details they need. I want to try as much as possible to ensure that I get the job done properly in convincing them, giving them reasons why they should buy this product, making them see why they need this product, so that when they get to the payment page, all they need to do is to pay and get the product. But if I have a landing page where there's more details about the ad, they get to see everything in detail, then in that case, my copy is not usually long, because my goal is to get them to the landing page, and if they get to the landing page, that's where they'll see all the details about the ad. I just need to provide sufficient information to make them click to get to my landing page. And when they get to my landing page, then they'll see as more details as they need that will make them want to buy whatever it is I'm selling. So that's like the basic principle I use when writing my ad copy and deciding how long this is going to be or how short this is going to be. So if your copy needs to be very long to move people to take the action you want, then you should make it as long as possible. But if it can be very short and then get people to take the action you want, that's still very fine. Your goal is not to put out like 10 pages of literature. Your goal is to get people to take the action you are paying for, and like that's what you want to focus on. All right, that's what you want to focus on. And here I have these sample ads that I picked from some of my ads, and this is a very long one, and it's doing very well. And it's very long because I'm selling the product directly here. So once they finish reading this, the next page is the payment page. But for this ad, I have a landing page, so you see how short it is. I just want them to get to the landing page as quick as possible, where they get to see all the details, where I do all the convincing, give all the testimonials, give all the benefits, and all those stuff that you should have on your landing page. Then here's another ad that's a bit long, and it is this long really because once they click on this ad, it's going to take them to an opt-in form where they get to fill in their details and become my lead. And on that opt-in page, there's not too much details, so I just have to include everything they need to know before they sign up for the lead magnet. Alright, so like that's just the principle I use when writing my ads. And also when writing your ad, you want to make sure that your ad has all the elements of a great copy. That's a compelling headline or hook, your offer, and a clear call to action. If you have a compelling headline that will get people to stop and want to read everything you have on your ad, and a hook to get them interested in whatever it is you are advertising, then your offer, where you create a desire in them to want whatever it is you want to present to them, and a call to action that will move them to the next step where they get to take the action you want them to take. If you have all of these elements on your ad, then you definitely get better results from your ad. Now, this is not a copywriting video. Like I said earlier, maybe in another video I'll talk more about copywriting, how to write great copies that will get you good results, whether you want people to become your leads or you want to get sales, how to craft copies that will move them to take the action you want them to take. And if you want to see that video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and subscribe to this channel. Click on this channel. I create videos around online business, how to make money online, and internet marketing. And if you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification, you get notified anytime I upload that copywriting video. And that's all the tips I have for you guys in this video. If you want to see more of this kind of Facebook ad tips on this channel, you just go to the comment section and type in Facebook ad tips. And if I see that enough people are interested in videos like this, more often I'll create this type of videos where I share tips that will help you get better results from your Facebook ads. And also, if you enjoyed this video, just hit the like button. Give this video a like. I'll really appreciate that, because that will help more people discover this video. And that's all for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.